And welcome everybody to this week's exciting episode.
This is Democracy Manifest. What is the crime? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Get your hands off my penis. I see you know your judo well.
I started off thinking that's probably Star Wars, but I don't think it is.
No, unless they cut the line where Anakin says, "Get your hands off my penis." No, it is not. But for the listeners, that is worth 205 points exactly, because we went through some of the intros and we did a table. We tallied up the Josh points and we got to 95, but we know that there's more than 95.
Yeah. I got a memory of you coming out with something and saying, and that's worth 200 Josh points. But we can't find it. Not that we've scoured every episode, we just had a quick flick through, but we think it might be towards the end of the episode. So if you've got that one as well...
We are on 295 points. So with today's worth 205, that brings us to an even 500. And congratulations to you guys, because we are halfway there to announcing the winners of the Josh Point Challenge, which is just ridiculous and doesn't make any sense. But there will be prizes at the end. And we have seen 3 names that keep popping up quite often.
Quite consistently,
Consistently with the correct answers. I won't announce them yet because it is looking like they are going to be the top 3 winners if they carry on.
It's great for us because it means we've only got to buy 3 T-shirts.
That is fantastic. But at the moment, it's just the 3 people that are...
They're in the running.
They're getting it right every time. And it's in good time as well. So catch them up. Get in there.
Get in there.
I want to give away...
the backlog.
I want to give away 10 T-shirts if I can. So get stuck in. It's never too late.
Yeah. And you're aiming for the 3-year anniversary.
We are, yes, which falls on the...
doesn't fall on Halloween itself, so the 3-year anniversary will be the one that releases on Sunday the 2nd of November. So
just after. But that's when we will announce the winners, and then we can start this whole thing again, ready for a summer giveaway.
You'd be really stingy with the points then.
Yeah, and then I can drag it out even longer. So, but no, you're almost there, guys. 500 points. And today's one is a pretty good one. Like, I think it's quite niche, but it was also a meme that's been around for years.
I don't know it at all, so...
It's a good one. It is a very good one. Me and my mates used to quote it to each other all the time.
You'll have to fill me in after the episode.
I'll show you it, yeah. It's a lot longer than that, but that's the main part of the video. So it's good. It's good stuff. Apologies if I sound nasally today. I'm coming back with a cold. And it's slowly on its way out.
Coming back? Oh, yeah. People don't know you've just got back from holiday. So, yeah.
And I brought a cold back with me.
Had a nice holiday up north, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Not in the Midlands.
No, up north in Manchester. And I saw signs for the north, so it's up north. Manchester was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. The people there... lovely and friendly. Can't complain. I prefer Manchester to London 1,000 times.
Yeah.
It's so nice. It's a lovely place for food as well. And I just never have any problems there. And me and Chloe had a debate because we were saying that I'm going to offend Londoners. But I think you'll know what I mean when I say this. Okay?
Right.
I feel like when you're walking at night time and you're walking through London, there is that slight thought of like, am I going to get stabbed? Because we've all heard about knife crime in London.
There might be, yeah.
Now, I think some people might back me up on here, or they'll understand my logic. I feel like up north, because they have a reputation for being good fighters and wanting to fight, you know, like down the pub, we'll just have a scrap, right? I don't feel in danger when I'm walking at night because I feel like if someone did start a fight, I feel like once one person hit the floor, it would be over. They'd go, well, that was a lovely fight. Cheers for that. And then they'd leave you alone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, point proven. Whereas I feel like if that was London, even after you hit the floor...
There's still carry on stabbing you.
There's more shankings for everyone. That's what I feel kind of... And I don't know why I feel that way. I could be completely wrong, and it depends on the person, obviously. But I don't know why. I just feel a lot safer walking around at night in Manchester than I do in London. I don't know why that is. It's
I think it's a smaller city, isn't it? So less to go wrong.
Yeah. But no, big up Manchester. I really like it.
Although I do think that Manchester people with a Manchester accent sometimes, maybe not all the time, but it sounds quite abrupt and aggressive, doesn't it? The Manchester accent. But I've never had a problem with people from Manchester. They've always been lovely people. I
quite like the accent from Manchester.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's bloody Liverpool and Birmingham I can't stand. No, I'm joking. I think all accents are wonderful in their own way. Some are harsher on the ears than others, but...
Yeah. And it's strange how an accent changes every 20 miles that you go in this country.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
Like, we worked with a bloke who was proper Norfolk. He used to talk like that. And then there was another bloke that was Suffolk. And he used to talk like that, but a little bit quicker. And you're like, how? Like, it's literally miles apart. It's the same accent, but different speeds.
And then you literally drive like 20 miles down the road to Cambridge and everyone's really posh. And we live like kings around here.
Yeah. Get an education in Cambridge, darling. And you're like, what the hell? What's going on?
You're only 20 miles from people who speak like this.
Well, I love a good accent, to be fair. I like a Geordie accent, man. I think I've said it before. It's one of my faves. I quite like a Geordie accent.
I find them probably one of the funniest people, like the funniest accents to listen to in the UK.
Polar bear. He's got like a Bolton accent.
It's not Geordie.
No, I know. I find the Bolton one quite funny to listen to. Certain words.
I'm pretty sure he's not Bolton either.
He's from that area.
Burnley.
Burnley?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Is he? Oh, I'm thinking.
We're saying that is his location on it.
Oh yeah,
shouldn't be doing that. You know, he's Stockton on Tees.
French. Le oui oui, le peu le bear. I don't know.
Du fromage.
Yeah, he's from up north. He talks like that. It's quality though. I absolutely love it.
Do you want some good Yorkshire gravy? Yeah. That's what he said to me once, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I suppose you want to know what's going on today, don't you?
I'd probably ought to. We're waffling on again, aren't we?
Yeah, it's always around the 8-minute mark.
We do have complaints about that sometimes.
Well,
10 minutes in and you still ain't got to the bloody conversation. Get on with it, lads. Sorry.
Yeah, sounds about right. Well, you're going to want us to go back to the rubbish conversation after today's one. Oh, this just
You've got something proper exotic for us today, then.
I have. Now, I saw... I'm going to call it out because I when I saw this video on a social media platform, it rhymes with Rick Rock. So,
right.
I straight away thought it was just entertainment. Because I never take anything from social media like seriously. I always take it with a pinch of salt.
You've got to.
And I saw this, and then because it picked up on my algorithm, it became part of the algorithm where it was some of the weirdest conspiracy theories over the years. And I thought, there's no way this is actually serious. People don't actually believe this. This is a thing. And it turns out it is a thing. So to sum it up, the theory is Jesus was never crucified and he spent his days living in Japan. It's mental. It's mental.
So, hold on, right, okay.
Yeah.
So, let's take our just a little bit of evidence from the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Bible doesn't come up much in this.
Is where the story of Jesus comes from.
Yeah.
There are 12 accounts.
Yeah.
Of Jesus being crucified.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't happen.
No, it didn't. No,
right,
no.
okay. Well, let's get to the bottom of what really happened then, shall we?
Not according to one bit of evidence from one person in Japan. So I will actually we'll go down the. I've said the funny kind of shortened down version of it,
right?
But there's a lot of Japanese words that are kind of painting it in a more of a serious way, but it's not. It's so the actual thing. It's so hard to explain. So I don't even know where to start. Right. So to sum it up, and then I will go into it. To sum it up. This whole thing of Jesus spending his days in Japan and not being crucified comes from something called the Takuchi manuscript, right?
Takuchi manuscript, right? Okay. Yeah.
So it's just an Asian manuscript, right? And it was discovered in a tomb in 1935. Okay?
Okay.
So are you with me, right? I know it's hard to explain. But that's the main crux of it, right?
In a tomb.
In a tomb.
Jesus' tomb.
Discovered in the tomb is what it says in here.
The tomb.
The tomb that I'm referring to is called Kirisuto no Haka. That was pretty good.
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad, yeah.
Okay.
That means tomb of Christ.
Right.
So, it is a tomb claimed to be that of Jesus in Shingo in Japan. So the place is called Shingo.
Okay.
So, are you ready for the person that discovered the tomb?
Why not?
Giromaro Takuchi. That was also not bad.
Yeah.
Claimed that he discovered the tomb in 1935 while he was surveying the village of Hira, which is the current village known as Shingo.
Right. Okay.
The Takuchi manuscript, which I'm going to leave this part out because this will become clear later on. Jesus, are you ready actually for this?
Yeah,
the story of the manuscript. So Jesus,
this is the story that's written on the manuscript.
This is part of the story of the manuscript.
Okay. All right.
So Jesus underwent training in Japan for 12 years before spreading Christianity. It never specifies what he underwent training for. I want to believe Samurai
Jesus. That'd be awesome.
If you're telling me there is a religion of Samurai Jesus, sign me up. I'm there. 100%. Give me that sword. Give me that crown of thorns. Let me spread the word of Samurai Jesus.
Jesus isn't the savior. He's the samurai savior.
He is the samurai savior. So that's what I interpreted as anyway. So he spent 12 years training in Japan. The manuscript also claims that instead of Jesus on the cross, this is the best bit. This is where I started laughing. He had a Japanese brother. And Jesus' brother, Isukili, died on the cross, and Jesus escaped the cross through Siberia. Right? No, you've got to keep up with this because this is.
I can't help it. Hang on, right. So, to summarise, right, the Immaculate Conception of Jesus Christ through his mother, the Virgin Mary.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
No.
It was actually through a Japanese woman.
Yeah, I assume she's half Japanese.
And Jesus is a twin or something like that, was he? Or
Virgin Mary is... I don't know, yeah. So I couldn't resist that. Basically, it's... Jesus' mother must have been Japanese. He had a brother called Isigiri who died on the cross in place of Jesus. Jesus then escaped through Siberia and he lived in Japan, residing there until his death at the age of 106.
Fair play.
Now, the bit that I left out here, it is considered a hoax. An internet hoax.
No way!
I know it's hard to believe, right? Now, it's not taken seriously.
You had me hook, line and sinker.
I know. There was a part of you that thought, this has got to be real, right?
Yeah,
it adds
absolutely.
up. You've got 12 accounts in the Bible.
Seems legit.
yeah. So, although the hoax was not taken seriously by the residents of the village, nor the public of Japan, this is what's interesting, right? The site is currently used as a tourist spot by the village, with festivals being held every June since 1964 involving the tomb of Christ. So they are milking that tomb.
Every June?
Every June since 1964.
Why June?
I guess that
it's
is
not Christmas, it's not Easter, it's not nothing to do with the Christian calendar. What?
Hang on a second. When was Jesus' actual birthday?
March.
It wasn't June?
No.
Okay, that's that out there. When did he resurrect? Easter? That's April, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's also not June. Long story short, I don't know why the hell it's June. But
It's because they're too busy eating chicken at Christmas.
yeah. But since 1964, every June they have celebrated some sort of festival involving the tomb and Christianity and Jesus.
Fair enough.
It's very, very interesting. It is claimed the tomb was discovered in 1935 by Kiyoromaru Takuchi. According to claims made by the Sawaguchi family. Now, it's going to get more interesting,
Okay.
right? Jesus came to Japan when he was 21 years old, and he went into religious training for 12 years before going back and spreading Christianity. In the claims, Jesus Christ did not die on the cross at Golgotha. Instead, a man alleged to be his brother, Isukiri, took his place on the cross. While Jesus escaped across Siberia and crossed the sea into the current-day Mutsu province in northern Japan. Once in Japan, Jesus changed his name to Torai Toru Tatenkyu in Japan.
Right.
Torai Tora Tatenku, I think is how you say it.
What does that mean?
Jesus.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know.
Jesus of Nazareth.
It just says it changed his name to that. So, but what's interesting is his first and second name. They've just added an I for his first name, so it's Torai.
Tora.
Jesus. I told you it was going to get more interesting. Jesus allegedly married a 20-year-old woman named Miyoku, with whom he fathered 3 children, all daughters. The eldest daughter married into the Sawaguchi family, which is claimed to hold a direct lineage to Jesus.
Right.
I half burped and half spoke at the same time. Sorry, guys, I'm not well. Evidenced by certain non-Japanese physical characteristics.
Right, which are?
The way they look.
They have like a big...
No, don't say it. Don't go down that route.
Sorry. Hey, it's a Middle Eastern thing. It's a genetic trait.
It just says evidenced by certain non-Japanese physical characteristics.
Okay.
So it probably is what you're implying, but we're not going to say it. So after his death...
I already pointed to it, so the people on YouTube have got an advantage.
That's fine. That's all right. Just look the other way. That's cool. Jesus was said to have been after his death at an age of 106, Jesus was said to have been into one of 2 grave mounds in the village. A lock of hair that belonged to him is allegedly buried in the other mound. So you've got a tomb and you've got a mound in the village.
Right. It's just to throw people off the scent, is it? We'll put a lock of hair in there and people think they're onto a good thing when they try and rob the place.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. It does say... sorry, mate. It's not a samurai. It says here in a little subsection, for 12 years he was training to pursue the knowledge of divinity for 12 years.
Isn't that what every samurai does?
We're back on the samurai train. He's samurai. Now, apparently he was arrested and tried to be crucified, but it was his brother. This is according to the Japanese myth.
His brother was literally, why the hell did I step in for my my sibling. You know, I've had a nail driven through my hands, had a spike driven through my ankles, lifted up on a cross and left to die for 3 days. Thanks, Jesus, nice one. Yeah, I'll swap places anytime, mate.
Yeah, he died for their sins.
Yeah, I love you, wrong time. Sorry.
That was actually a pretty good impression. I like that. Imagine that's the last thing he says. Oh, man. I never thought a conspiracy theory could be so funny.
This is great.
As you can tell, a lot of people don't believe this, as you can tell. So, in 1934, the head of the village, the current village of Shingo, was trying to utilize a movement attempting to turn the area around Lake Towada into a national park to advertise the village. The head of the village invited Toya Banzan, a Japanese painter, to survey the region, hoping a connection between the lake and the section of the village called Mayogate would be found. Toya claimed to own a manuscript passed down through his family, which is claimed to have the history of Japan before the reign of Emperor Jimmu. Although the manuscript was later deemed a hoax, it also claims Moses, Confucius, and Mencius were trained in Japan. So now Moses
Moses
the Bible
went there as well.
Historically,
and that's Old Testament and everything,
Yeah.
like the Confucius and
historically from the Old Testament,
like thousands of years even before Jesus.
They were also now being trained as samurai in Japan.
Right.
In a survey conducted in the summer of 1935,
That's what you used to part the Red Sea, then, isn't it? I use my katana.
he just cut the waves. Takuchi claimed that he discovered the Christ graves in Harai. The discovery not only surprised the local villagers, of course.
Why do we have a Middle Eastern man buried in tomb?
Oh, he is black. Because obviously Jesus
would be.
He was black. And I love that. I just sidetrack quickly. I brought that up at a family get together, right?
Was everybody really offended that you?
No. One person was offended.
Right.
I won't say who, but I must have spent about 15, 20 minutes debating this person because they were adamant. They were like, no, Jesus was a Caucasian white man with long hair and a long beard. And I was like, no, that's what you've been programmed to think.
Yeah.
Logically, in those, I explained the whole thing that we covered on the podcast, that logically it would make more sense for Jesus to be black or brown.
Yeah.
And she was not having it at all.
Right.
So it's just so interesting to me that our history, human history, there's so many things that we've got wrong or haven't discovered, and yet things that logically make sense, because it goes against religion, people aren't. They don't want to hear it.
It doesn't go against religion. It just goes against people's
perception.
Perception of the thing is, I guess, because Christianity has been adopted by so many Western cultures, and Western cultures are predominantly white. You know, the majority. White people just assume that Jesus is going to be just like them. Well, obviously not. He was from the Middle East 2,000 years ago. He would have been a brown-skinned man. And that's 100%. Not being racist or anything. It's just that is fact. That's what he would have been.
And also, this is another kind of weird fact that people can't wrap their heads around. There are certain areas in Asia of Japan and China and things where the population is so small in these villages and things, they've never seen a ginger person, let alone a black person. Yeah. So they will be my friend. I'll call him Salad. I don't want to give his real name. So he had this really interesting story where he is very tall, blonde, blue eyes.
Yeah.
Hitler's dream. He would have loved him, right?
Yeah.
He went over to Japan for the first time.
I bet they treated him like a celebrity, didn't they?
They literally all thought he was famous. Yeah. They were taking pictures. They were asking for pictures. And he was just a normal guy from a village in England. but because they're not used to, like, not all, but some of them aren't used to seeing, like, 6'3", blonde, blue eyes, good looking, they're gonna stare and be interested in stuff. Yeah. So it's not far fetched to think that, you know, in certain places they're not gonna know what black people are, what ginger people are, things like that.
And it's not a stretch that white people assume that Jesus would have been white. So
yes,
there we go.
Yes,
that's there. Yeah, that's explain that one.
Yes. So the discovery not only surprised the local villagers, as they had no traditions directly related to Jesus, but was not taken positively due to the anti-Western sentiment at the time. So in the 30s...
In the 30s, I wouldn't imagine there was a great appreciation of Westerners.
Mm-hmm. They didn't like it.
It wasn't long after that they went and bombed Pearl Harbor, was it?
Yeah. So the manuscript...
Not that was particularly their fight, but hey, you know.
Yeah.
Overstepping the mark now.
We'll leave it there. They did what they did. It's too late. The manuscript was later burned and lost in Tokyo during World War II.
It was burned, was it? Yeah. Just turned 10,000 degrees in a second.
Yep. Which made the verification of the manuscript's claims impossible.
Oh.
The site was then forgotten for decades until an occult boom in the 1970s when it received media attention due to its strangeness. Although most villagers never believed in the hoax and there were no Christians in the village whatsoever, the village ended up hosting a Matsuri for Jesus every year in June from 1964. So there you go. The festival is called Matsuri. A traditional song sang in the festival has been passed down through generations with no meaning if the lyrics ever told. Although there is a saying that the song may be written in Hebrew to praise God. According to the local residents, this action was to preserve the existing culture and to advertise the village as a tourist spot.
So no one's ever translated the song?
Nope.
Is that what they're saying? Yeah.
Basically, the villagers don't give a flying monkeys.
Or do the villagers not even know what they're singing themselves? Is the song in Japanese? Or
it's Hebrew.
It's in Hebrew. So they haven't got a clue what they're singing.
They don't know.
No.
It seems to me, now, I don't know if you agree, it seems to me that what we've learned so far is... this village needed money. So they needed to create a tourist attraction, right?
Hey, we got a Jesus tomb up on the hill there.
What's in the tomb? Manuscripts that's only been passed down between one family that, if you squint, they kind of look like Jesus. Like...
if Jesus was squinting.
Yes. According to this, he could have been. His mother certainly was. We're going to have to edit that out.
No chance.
It's just a joke, everyone. It's just a joke.
This is a comedy podcast.
Do you know what's so strange? Is my friend Salad actually currently lives in Japan with his girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah. So he went over to Japan and loved it so much. He just
stayed there?
Yeah, he stayed there.
Nice.
He's a doctor in Japan. Right, so that's pretty much the story of it. So I'm going to go into the actual manuscript. Oh, that was a terrible joke. I'm going to get so much hate for that. But
you won't.
I won't.
There's only people who like the podcast who listen to it this far in to even hear the joke, so don't worry.
Do you know what? There's so much stuff going on in the world. It's like, if you can't take a joke, I'm clearly joking. Like, if you can't take a joke, then it was set up for me. I couldn't not. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just going to go briefly into the actual documents because it didn't really make sense to me. That what I've just explained and what we've had a laugh about is the story. Yeah. You get the gist of it, but my brain researching it was like, well, where the hell did the manuscript come from? You can't just because there's no Wikipedia on it. There's literally like hardly any information. So I was like, no, that's not good enough. I need to know what is going on.
I've been laughing so much in this episode. I've just got to quickly blow my nose.
Do apologise. Right. You're getting ill as well. Oh, lovely. People will think that's me because I'm ill.
I'll let them believe that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Josh just had to blow his nose.
In Japan, the ancient documents, well, the manuscript, was a record of the whole history of mankind on Earth. That's what the documents claim to be. So the Takenouchi documents claim to be the record
entire
of
history of humankind ending with Jesus.
Yeah.
Right, so, in Japan.
And it is more than 2,000 years old, the documents.
Well, you would hope so.
Yeah. They were rewritten by a man called Takenouchi no Matori into modern Japanese characters and kana, which is mixed with Chinese characters.
Oh, okay.
So the original documents were believed to have been written in divine characters, and then this person's... Yeah.
The Voynich manuscript.
Possibly. So...
It was an addendum to it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are almost there. We're almost there.
Okay.
So the historical facts recorded in the Takenouchi documents are extraordinary. Among them are the Sumeri Mikoto, who came to Earth from a higher world, and the world government was located in Japan, and the Sumeri Mikoto unified the world. The great holy masters of the world, which included Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, Shakyamuni, Buddha, Confucius, and Lao Tzu, were born from the 5 coloured races which branched off from the Japanese race and all went to Japan for study and training. Right. Does that make sense? Yeah, so basically all the gods that we worship around the world all came from Japan. These facts may seem absurd. Especially to the understanding of world history.
Yeah, not wrong, yeah.
However, the archaeological research in recent years has gradually revealed the true existence of ultra-ancient civilizations which are all mentioned in the Takenouchi documents.
Oh, okay.
So it is the only coincidence out of all of this.
Is that there's undiscovered megaliths around the place.
They were, like I say, they were written by a man they were rewritten 1,500 years ago. So they're 2,000 years old, but they were rewritten 1,500 years ago.
500 years after they were originally printed.
The unusual texts tell a story of humanity in a way that has never been told before, starting from the beginning of creation up until the emergence of Christianity. They talk of an era in our ancient past where mankind lived in peace and harmony, united under the rule of the son of a supreme god.
The Anunnaki.
It could be. The Takenouchi documents are said to be preserved by the Takenouchi family, descendants of Takenouchi no Matori, son of the legendary Japanese hero Takenouchi no Tsukin. According to Yamin Kiku, in his book, The Authentic History of the World, Secreted Away in Japan, which is a lovely catchy title, the original manuscripts were handed down from generation to generation and kept within the Koso Gatu Chingu Shrine in Mount Omenjin in Toyama Prefecture.
Well done.
So they're basically passed down between one family.
Yeah.
It's madness. And that is pretty much it. So these documents rewritten from a divine language into more modern mixture of Chinese, Japanese, and I don't know about you, but as we've been going through, that's pretty much the story. Will you agree that it kind of reminds me of another religion, possibly the Mormons?
Who, it does. It reminds me of the Mormons, but they had a slightly different take that when Jesus died on the cross and they put him in a tomb, he then travelled to America for 3 days and taught the Native Americans how to be Christian, didn't they? Before going back and being resurrected.
Yes.
So Jesus was everywhere.
Yeah. But it also reminds me in which how John Smith was kind of like, I've got the New Testament, I've got the new Bible, I've got all of this messaging from God. I found gold tablets. And when people were like, let's have a look then. What is it all about? He was like, I can't show you. They're lost in the forest. But I've seen them, so I'll translate them from what I saw and no one else saw. But I'll translate. It kind of reminds me of that, where it's like, here's these documents and this manuscript that proves Jesus didn't get crucified and lived in Japan. Well, go on then, let's have a read. No. It just gets passed down on one family.
Yeah. Sorry, I left it in Hiroshima when the bomb came.
Yeah. Some of it got burnt, so we can't prove it. But this one family gets passed down generation to generation. They've got the manuscript. Oh, can we ask them if we can have a look? No. It's part of their heritage. They won't let you have a look. Oh, okay. Should we go to the festival behind the tomb? Yeah. Go on then.
Yeah. Go eat, drink, be merry.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the theory of Jesus being in Japan. But I saw it. It tickled my teats. I thought, we're just going to have fun with it, tell a few jokes, and not take it seriously, because obviously I don't believe in it. And also earlier, I mentioned she was squinting from being in excruciating pain from giving birth, obviously. Like, no one's going to give birth with their eyes open, are they? That's what I meant. Do you know what I mean? Not trying to cover my back at all. It's just, she was squinting because she was giving birth, you know?
Right, so, okay, well, I guess we got to put this to the scale.
Yeah, if we can.
I feel like we're putting ourselves on the scale for considering it, but...
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Right. So... some big claims were made in this tale.
Some very, very big claims.
Not just Jesus. I mean, Jesus probably being the most recent claim that was of, a religious deity going to Japan for religious spiritual training. Is that what you'd say that was?
Yeah. I mean, fun fact: Jesus is the most famous person that ever existed. That genuinely, he is the most famous person.
Yeah, probably.
Ever.
Well, I don't know.
No, he is. Yes, it's Guinness World Records.
Is it?
Yeah.
Closely followed by Muhammad.
I don't know. I have a feeling Jesus is.
The two big religions are Christianity and Islam, isn't there? So you'd think that Jesus would be followed by Muhammad.
Yeah, I feel like Jesus...
Or the other way around.
Jesus must have had more of an impact, because in some countries it's illegal to name your child Jesus. It has to be announced Jesus, whereas everyone's called Muhammad. So it's like, that's what makes me think Jesus is...
Only 1 in 7, isn't it? I don't really know.
I don't know.
Right. The scale. I'd like to believe it.
Yeah, it's a fun story.
I'd love to believe that Jesus, coming from a nice warm Middle Eastern country, travelled by foot through Siberia.
Yeah.
One of the coldest country on Earth.
Yeah. Well, if anyone can do it.
To Japan. And train in spirituality with a samurai sword.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'd love to believe that.
I'd love it.
I really do. I really would love to believe it. But the problem is Jesus got resurrected 3 days later, and I don't think he's getting from Jerusalem to Japan and back again and taking in 12 years of spiritual training and then coming back for the resurrection.
Yeah.
So, debunked.
Well,
I'm giving it... I'm going to be generous. 1.2.
1.2. Okay. Well, 1.2, Pirate, I put it to you. Is the story of Jesus being a samurai god any more out there than him feeding 5,000, turning water into wine, bread into fish, all of that stuff?
At least that happened in the place it's supposed to happen.
But one would argue, did it ever happen? Just like the samurai Jesus. Because now
there is documented evidence that Jesus was a real man. He was a person. He was a living real man. Person, yeah?
He was a real man.
Might have been a very influential person that started a big movement that then turned into a religion. But
now, this is the episode that is going to get us cancelled.
Probably.
Because as someone who isn't religious, to me, Jesus is just a man. There's no one miracle from a Bible and one miracle from a manuscript. Could be it's all in the same to me. It doesn't make any difference. Do you know what I mean? Like all I'm going by is Jesus existed. He was a man, but he didn't have mythical powers. So for me, it doesn't make any difference.
There's arguments, isn't there? I mean, I've heard, like you said, about the feeding of the 5,000. With fish and bread. Like, how did he feed 5,000 people with 5 loaves and 3 fish or whatever? Well, no one ever said they had a belly full, did they?
Just tiny crumbs.
A couple of crumbs. You go.
Yeah.
Have a scale.
Yeah. That is
you
true.
You can have the eyeball.
That is a very good point.
You could divide 3 fish up by 5,000 people. They just wouldn't get a lot.
Yeah. I find the whole conversation with religion just very interesting because
it's always entertaining.
It's entertaining, but it was brought to my attention that like you get these religious people that are like so stuck in their ways. Not all of them. Like if religion works for you and you go by the 10 Commandments,
you do you.
You do you. Yeah. If it gives you a better life and everything, that's cool. I'm not judging anyone. I don't care what you do. If that's what you want to do, go for it. What I'm talking about is you get like old school Christians that are like, I can't believe that queers are getting married, and you're like,
where did that come from? No, I get what you mean.
You know what I mean, right? This is the point I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
It says in the Bible that man should not sleep with man.
Yeah, right. It also says in the same Bible that you aren't supposed to mix fibers and fabrics with clothing, aren't you? One of the rules is
never read.
I'm pretty sure someone can look this up.
I know you're not meant to get tattoos.
You're not allowed tattoos.
No, you're not allowed. Yeah.
There's other rules in place, but for whatever reason, they focus on one thing, and that's why I can't get behind religion in some respects. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think sometimes people take parts of religion and just focus on it and make that the focal point of their existence almost. No, this is how it's meant to be, and that's how it's going to be.
Yeah,
and I won't expect anything else.
Yeah. So going back to the scale, because of the points I've made of different parts of the Bible being wishy-washy and whatever, I'm taking this as an actual story. I really enjoyed the story. I can't disprove the story as true or not, just like the Bible. So I'm going straight down the middle and giving it a 5.
Okay, that's fair.
I think that's fair.
That is fair.
We've had fun. We've told some jokes. We've said things we probably should have said.
Definitely.
It's been a party. It's been fun.
It has been fun.
Do you know what I mean? We're just having a laugh. I really like the story. The idea of Jesus being a samurai in Japan and not being crucified is so much cooler to me. Yeah. That's the kind of thing that would... I can tell you now, if I heard that when I was like 10 years old, when I was into like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the time, I would have been all about it. Jesus would have been my hero. That's the kind of story you want to tell a 10-year-old and be like, Jesus was a samurai. And you're like, what?
Wow.
No way. I'd be there every Sunday on my knees pleasing Jesus. I can tell you that.
Jesus is the guy that trained Darth Maul to fight like that.
You could say anything.
But,
It's more believable. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. It's more believable. It's not more believable. None of it's more believable. They're all stories. Take what you like from them. But yeah, I'm giving it a 5. So with your 1.2, that gives us an average of 4. No, 3.9.
I want to say 3.8. Is it 3.9? Something like that.
Something like that.
I've got my maths head on today.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
There we go. And that is the story or the theory of Jesus in Japan. Thank you.
Excellent. Well done. Yes. And if you... that's the one we wanted.
That is the one.
Yeah, we missed out on that one all episode, and we've used it like right at the end.
Yeah.
And if you want more stories like this, check back next week.
Yeah.
Until then, I've been Pirate.
I'm Josh.
This has been Paranormality UK. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.